Good morning, everyone. Hello, my little nature nuts. How are you today? It is Miss Beth here to share with you some more fun activities where we can explore rocks. So on Tuesday, we looked at how rocks were created and destroyed. We discussed the rock cycle, how tiny little pieces of sediment, of sand and dirt can be squished together and heated up to form all different types of rocks. And then we talked about how rocks can erode or break apart by wind, by water, by animals, and even sometimes by us, by using machines to take out pieces of metal or by the pollution that comes out of the sky. So I hope you guys explored trying to get your chocolate chip cookie mountain and getting out those little chips to see if you can create your mountain in one piece. So today I promised you that we are going to explore lots of different activities that we can do with rocks. So in order to explore and play with rocks, the first thing I needed to do was collect some rocks. So I went out to my garden and I actually met a new friend who I am so excited to introduce you to. Would you like to meet him? Come on, Leonard. He's a little shy. Come on, my friends want to meet you. Come on, Leonard. They're nice. They're my nature friends. Here he is. This is Leonard. He is my pet rock that I found out in my garden. And Leonard and I have become best friends. He loves to play games with me. He laughs at all my jokes. And him and I get to hang out in the house while we're stuck here together. And I created my pet rock out of a large rock I found in my garden. And I used some craft supplies to make him look adorable. I gave him some hair out of yarn, some googly eyes. I used a piece of foam to make his nose and some glitter glue to make his mouth. So by simply using some craft supplies you have at home, you can create your own pet rock and have a friend to hang out with as well. So as Leonard and I were in the garden, we had to collect lots and lots of different rocks. And I wanted to collect rocks of different shapes and sizes so that I can explore them. And Leonard and I did a great job collecting. So we went around and I got a big bucket of rocks. And Leonard decided that one of my favorite things to do and that he wanted to try was building with rocks. Just like we do in Makerspace, you can use anything to build with. So I tried creating a rock tower. Now, a lot of times in Makerspace, we just stack one on top of each other. But to make my rock tower, I'm going to make a nice big base. I'm going to use a lot of them at the bottom. And then I'm going to try to use my gentle hands and my balance to be able to stack up my rock tower. This is something you can do outside in the garden, and make sure to stay safe with some small rocks. See how far you can get your rock tower to go up. But we know sometimes things fall down. So Leonard and I had a great time creating different rock towers. But then we decided it's not always beautiful outside, like today's a little rainy. So what can we bring inside to be able to explore rocks as well? So after we collected all of our rocks, I thought it would be fun to wash them, create a little stone shining sensory box. So I added water and soap to all my garden rocks, and I got to squish them and move them around in my hands, wipe them off, and get all that dirt so I can bring my rocks inside. If you have different tools to help wash, I know the younger kids would definitely love the chance to be able to get into some bubbles with either some sponges or some foam tools and be able to shine up all those rocks they've been able to collect. What we can also do is create a scavenger hunt, either outside on a nice day or inside. Maybe you create more than one pet rock. Leonard's favorite game is hide and go seek. So he likes to hide out in the garden and have me try to find him. If you make a bunch of pet rocks with all different names and adorable faces, you can play a great big game of hide and seek with them. But you can also do a scavenger hunt with all different types of rocks. Out in Nature's Classroom, we have done scavenger hunts with colored rocks. So there are activities we can do that can help us identify the differences of our rocks and sort them in different ways. So by simply creating colored marks like purple, pink, and green, I can go through my garden and I can search for those different colors. And when I find my pink rock, I can put it on my pink circle. When I find my green rock, I place that on my green circle. And of course, when I find my purple rock, I can sort that one and place it on my purple circle. So this is something I could do outside on a beautiful day or inside the house. We have done scavenger hunts in the classroom looking for nature items like animals and pine cones. And I know you guys are really good at using your nature eyes and observation to find different things. So using painted rocks, or maybe if you made kindness rocks with Miss Jerry last week, you can use those to hide around and create your scavenger hunt with things to look for, okay? Another cool thing I can do with my large bin of rocks is, again, just create some different sensory ideas of things we can find. So I can add items like shells to my rock bin and challenge the kiddos to sort the shells out of all the different rocks. Looking around my house, I found I had some shiny stones, so I can add that to my bin and try to separate and sort those out. But if I don't have all these items, I can also just use what I have and create little stones out of aluminum foil by just squishing the aluminum foil together. And then I have a huge bin of things to go through and explore and sort with my different stones. I can also be creative with the rocks that I have. And Leonard loves crafts, so he showed me how to do this one. And what I can create is a rock mosaic, a beautiful piece of art with all different types of rocks. So I'm going to use Play-Doh, and I'm going to squish my Play-Doh down to a nice shape. I'm going to stick with a circle, but you can make your Play-Doh into any shape you'd like. And what you're going to do is use your rocks to decorate it and create some art with a mosaic. So maybe I want to start with my beautiful shiny gem on the inside. I can make designs all around the edges. I can create faces or pictures by using my rocks. And I can even choose to create patterns. Maybe I want to do little rock, big rock, little rock, big rock. Little rock, what comes next? Big rock, awesome. And I can create beautiful designs called a mosaic. Now with Play-Doh, I'm gonna have to take my rocks out and keep my Play-Doh to play with. But if I wanted to make a mosaic that stayed as a big rock, you can use that cloud dough or salt dough that Miss Jerry showed you how to make. So if you made solar systems with Miss Jerry, you know how to make salt dough. You can use that to place your rocks in, and then when it hardens, you'll have a beautiful mosaic rock stone that you can keep outside in your garden that you created. Another cool thing I can create with my rocks is, oh no, Leonard lost his eye, poor guy. I'm gonna have to glue him back together. Can you still see me? Yeah, he's okay. So another thing I can create with my rocks is I added some slime to my rocks. Now, slime doesn't always want to hold on to things. So what I had to do is pick out all my little pebbles, put them in a bin, and then I poured some slime on top of it and let it sit so it holds on to those rocks. And then I have another fun sensory thing to play with, and my rocks inside my slime. Again, my slime doesn't really want to hold on to my rocks too much. So it could also be a game of just pulling out the rocks. But another fun thing we can do to explore those rocks. And we know that rocks are heavy, so we can hear them dropping out of my slime. My slime isn't strong enough to hold on to them. But another cool thing that we can do. But we can also do some learning experiences with my rocks. We can have fun and do crafts, but we can also learn a little something. So inside my rock sensory bin, what I have also added, and you can challenge the kiddos to find, are some rocks with letters on them. So I have 26 rocks with the letters of the alphabet inside. And again, it can be a sensory experience to find all those different letters, and then you can challenge the kids to create words with the letters that they found. So let's see. Right now I have a W, an I, an R, and an S. I can't think of any words that go with that, but now I have M. So I can say Mr., M-I-R. I'm sorry, that doesn't spell Mr. That would be an abbreviation. Let's see what other letters I can find. An L, still no words. An H, that one. H-I-S. I spelled his. These are his rocks. So you can learn by using letters on your rocks. Again, after my rocks were washed, I just used permanent marker, wrote every letter of the alphabet, and tossed them into my sensory bin. Another learning experience we can do with our rocks is a math and counting activity. And Leonard likes to call this game rock and roll, because we are going to roll a dice. Dice has different dots on it to represent a number. And then I'm going to have to find the amount of rocks that my dice tells me. So if I roll my dice, I have to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rocks. So going through my sensory bin, I will find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I choose to find 7 shiny rocks. Leonard, now it's your turn. Ooh, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 again. Good job, Leonard. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Leonard chose 7 small rocks. Good job, Leonard. So there are so many activities we can do to help us learn while exploring our different rocks, as well as having some fun and being creative. Now, yesterday, Miss Mary emailed us a recipe to create our own rocks at home, our treasure stones. Did anybody take a look at that recipe and make any treasure stones by any chance? Did anyone get a chance to try that out? That's okay, because I'm gonna tell you how they're made, and you could always look back and create your own if you'd like. So treasure stones are using the supplies you have in your kitchen, mixing them all together and creating a new rock. We said that rocks were made of small pieces, small sediments. So the sediments we're gonna use to make this rock, and maybe you could see it, the black is used coffee grounds. The white is salt and flour. And then I used a yellow sand, so you might see some sand in there, some yellow in there as well. And then I added water to it. I made a nice little paste and formed them into these round balls. But I told you these were treasure stones. So after I made them into a round ball, I stuck a small treasure inside. And then to harden my rock, I had to heat it up. So I baked it in the oven for just 20 minutes at 150 degrees. And again, this recipe is in an email, and waited for them to harden. So now I have a nice hard rock, and there's a treasure inside. So I can fool my friends and say, hey, look at this big, strong rock. I am so strong, I can crush it in my hands. And your friends will think you're an amazing Hulk. But wait, there's a treasure inside. What kind of treasure is in this one? Ooh, I have a money treasure. Who knows what coin is the largest silver coin worth 25 cents? Who knows what that's called? A quarter. Awesome. So I got a money treasure in one of my rocks. I want to open another rock. Should we open another rock and see what treasure is inside? Let's see. I'm so strong. Ooh, in this rock, I found a jewel, a treasured gem that I found inside. So you can place anything you want inside your treasure stones. You can do coins, you can do gems. I even put some of my baby animals inside my treasure rocks too. Just a fun way to be able to create a rock and have something cool inside. You can make them for your brothers and sisters. You can make them for your friends. And it's a really fun way to be able to create your own rock using all those different sediments and then have a little fun breaking it open inside. Another coin. I'm going to be rich. Who knows what the copper 1-cent coin is called? That's our penny. Awesome. So now I have a quarter and a penny. 26 cents. I'm rich. Awesome. All from my treasure stones. So there are so many cool activities we can do by simply exploring rocks. I definitely think you should make your own pet rock because Leonard has become a really fun member of my household now, and he loves to play hide and seek. So using those scavenger hunts with all those different rocks that we have are a great way to play. We can also learn with our letter stones and playing a simple game with dice so we can work on our counting. Okay, so I hope you friends are enjoying your time at home with your families. Please do some of these activities to help keep your brain going. And I create some treasure stones. That recipe is in your email, okay? Well, friends, I'll see you next week. Have a great day. I miss you guys so much. Bye-bye.